Hello and welcome to ACTOROKE. We're going to be playing some 5th edition D&D tonight. This is season 3 of ACTOROKE, and this is episode 4, and we're back with the original crew. And thank you to the other crew that did great, plus Lexi, of course, who helped guide them last time. We're in the world of Chaldea on Gen Con TV. We stream to you Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I am Mike Boozer, your dungeon master, and we're gonna go through tonight's episode and see where that leads us. But I'd like to start by introducing everyone else. First, let's start with our illustrious artist, Tanel, who is here already drawing up some fun things for tonight's episode. And then we'll go here on my left. We'll start with Rennie on my left.
Hi, I'm Rennie Arukto. I'm glad to be back.
Nailed it.
What did I miss? So, yeah, I'm here, and you can find me on Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, I guess. Yes, there you go. Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, or zombieorpheus.com, I guess, is where you would go to find my stuff.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Maybe those 8 shots I shouldn't have taken.
Don't drink and play, kids.
Yeah, great. I am Megan Carey-Minasser. I've had 0 shots. And I am playing Bahati, and I can be found at Megan Can on Twitter or at Megan and Eggs on Instagram. We're both she, her. Is that it?
Yeah.
Great.
Pronouns.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Hi, I'm Lexi, which if you've tuned into any of our episodes, you would know because I've been here every week.
Yay.
The shame.
I play Saoirse. Her pronouns and mine are both she, her. You can find me under Lexi the First or some real close variation thereof on pretty much anything. Here, my own Twitch channel, and a new podcast called Gotham City Tonight, which will be premiering this Friday, where we will cover all things kind of DC Comics, Batman, Batfam, and those sorts of things. So yeah, we're real excited.
I'm writing that down so I could tune in.
Yay!
Me too.
Other people
I'm
should
not
do
really
that
writing
as well.
down.
Wait, what do you mean you're not?
No,
I'm just going to ask you later. Yeah, it says listen to Afro Man.
The important things.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bryce Bebop. I'm going to be playing Cass, the lovable bard. We are both he, him.
Say the bard.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's also jerk bards, like hecklers.
Yeah, that's true.
You could find me pretty much online at places as Bryce Bebop. Only one in the world. Made sure when I changed my name. So yeah, at Bryce Bebop somewhere.
Okay. I got a feeling that tonight's going to be good.
People had redacted amounts of shots.
Let me go. Yeah, so I only had 1 shot, by the way.
I only had 1 shot, too.
That's not true. I'm going to go through the ACTOROKE process tonight. We'll be playing the RPG. Then we'll have a script. Steve Conard will make a script of this RPG out of whatever the gobbledygook we come up with tonight, and then Peter Atkinson will film that and have a movie on the next Wednesdays. Actually, I think it may skip one Wednesday because Gen Con's coming up. And I'm going to do a shameless plug for Gen Con since I work for Gen Con, August 4th through 7th. If you happen to be in the area, come to Gen Con. I think all of us are going to Gen Con, so that's exciting.
Oh,
Megan's not. Oh.
What? Gen Con, Sean.
They poured them for each other.
It seems like it's a good time to go through the safety discussion.
Yes, I think so.
So we're slightly family oriented here. So anything that happens, if the players feel uncomfortable, if I feel uncomfortable, which I feel like I might tonight at some point, just say so, and we'll change directions. I can change directions on myself too. Oh, Rennie, it's going to be fun. So with that, we left you last time with the character, the players, and their characters had gotten the very mysterious shovel from Graver's Dig, and they had gone back through the Fae Cemetery, and when they come back through the Fae Cemetery onto where the graveyard is in Tenacious's area, there is it is evening, and a little scene plays out.
So,
So,
Bahati, can I talk to you away from everyone? Everyone.
yeah, where are we gonna grab the shovel?
Yeah,
That was, like,
yeah, I know that's like important. I just, how much do you remember before death?
I remember.
Like really recent, like.
Some animals, because I know that I could turn into them and I have to remember them for that. And also like plants. I actually remember a lot about plants.
So what do you remember about, say, the group, you and I, our friendship, maybe?
I remember that we were in a group. We were in a group together.
Okay,
what I remember.
I don't know how to bring this up, or even if I should, to be honest. I've never been undead with limited memories before, so I don't really know the protocol for this sort of thing. We were dating before we died.
Like, we were dating?
Were they dating? You know, I don't remember. Maybe I'm gonna kept it a secret. Should we ask them?
I mean, maybe.
Not right now. Not right now.
Yeah, no, sorry, no.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay, we were dating. Okay,
Yeah.
what else? Do you have memories?
Not many. But I guess those memories were important to me, and if they weren't to you, that's fine.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. You know, maybe what happened was, however we died, maybe I got, like, in my memory
Yeah, I don't
brain.
see.
My memory brain was...
I know. I just remember our friend had in the head with arrow, but you didn't. But it's
maybe
fine.
it was like a parasite.
Yeah, maybe it's in there. We can check later.
Yeah.
But I just thought that it would be like I should tell you. I felt like that was the right thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
I like look around the graveyard.
I know. Maybe
guess,
maybe
you
we
know
should
what?
come to life first.
I was gonna say you only live once, but like,
I know.
I guess
Doesn't really apply
even
here.
more reason to like maybe. I mean, I want to spend time with you.
Yeah.
I want to start like I want to spend time with you.
Because I have some memories now,
Like
to be
you
honest.
a lot. So like maybe that's where that's coming from.
Yeah, and to be honest, the memories are really, really nice.
Oh.
So I just thought I'd bring it up. We can go back now if you want, and never talk about this again. It's an option, for sure. I just, yeah.
Okay. 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 I like very tentatively reach out and like hold your hand as we walk back. It's like super awkward, but I'm like,
Do you like this?
yeah, no, I just don't remember how to date or like anything.
I think it was kind of a like midst of combat kind of romance. Like,
Oh, so, like,
we'd be
no
like
hands.
fighting. I mean, yes, hands.
Okay,
Like we'd fighting, and I'd like look over, and you'd like look really cool, like as a lion, and I'd be like, "Damn, that's a cool lion." And
You like
You
me
know.
as like a lion?
well, like,
Turn
no,
into a
it's cool that you can do that.
You're-
No, you can be human. I like, it's cool that that's like a thing you can do. Like, it was just really impressive.
It was cool. I do, watching you fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was like that kind of a thing.
Okay.
Does that
Well,
feel
like
right? Does
the-
that sound right?
Hands are good though.
Hands are good.
Okay.
Hands are good.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, were you guys dating?
The two of you?
What?
Before you might not remember. You had the arrow in the
She
head.
has
Do you?
memories.
I
Sorry,
saw
Mom.
very scattered, but
Yeah, really cool.
Oh, well, that's nice.
thanks. I thought so too. I
I'm
didn't
not
know if you'd
against
think
it.
so, but I thought so.
Sorry, I have tenacious on the brain.
Were you two dating?
Archibald.
I know your name.
I was the one with an arrow in my head.
Don't call him Archie.
I will say that is a very awkward start to what I think was going to be an invitation to date. So
You
maybe
know-
just shelve that. for
I'm
now.
just
I was
thinking
awkward
maybe
too.
maybe I'm
for
into
me.
wizards. I like magic.
And he couldn't like magic you because this is a safe place.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
guys
very
should have.
Are we having this conversation?
Sorry, we found the
That's
shovel.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Maybe we should talk tenacious about digging. Digging, not
Yeah,
dating.
yeah.
Digging. The shovel.
Right?
Yeah.
as awkward, almost awkward teenage moments of remembering seem to be manifesting. You have the shovel, and you're supposed to bring it back to Tenacious, who will be anxiously waiting for you.
Who has the shovel?
I believe
I'll take
that
it.
you have the
sounds-
shovel.
Wasn't me.
Seems like
I wasn't
the
allowed to
person
carry
who
things I
can't
could
be
hit people
cursed
with.
by what might be a cursed
Yeah.
item.
No, that
should
sounds
be
like a
very
good
hard
plan.
logic.
Yeah.
All right.
Shovel, shovel, shovel.
So you're returning to Tenacious's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
lair area. So Tenacious seems to be waiting for you rather anxiously. He's standing there, just kind of looking at you as you return, and he kind of looks kind of excited for Tenacious. I mean, it's like a little more excited than usual. He says, "Did you find it? Did you find the shovel?"
Did you have any doubt?
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty sure we found it. But it didn't
Wait,
do
wait, don't,
any-
whoa, don't bring that. Okay, just keep that away from me. He says.
Okay.
Just keep that away from me.
Why?
But
It didn't do anything. We
Well-
kept asking it
Actually,
questions
it felt great,
and
if I remember.
well, let me fill you in on the shovel. So he says,
Shovel talk?
and he kind of backs off from the shovel, and he backs off a little, and he kind of rubs his hands together, and he looks at you guys, and he says, so here's the thing. That shovel is cursed in a way.
Thanks
But
for
it's
that.
also, but it's cursed in a way that it affects the living. So someone who takes possession of that shovel could be in danger. That's living, but you're not living. So you're not exactly dead either. But you're in a halfway point. That shovel will find Brand's skull.
yeah, we figured that part, but we don't know. We asked it questions. We kind of threw it around a
We have
bit,
to, like,
smacked
have
it a
we
little.
rested
Yeah.
with it? Have we like spent some time with it?
Well, here's the thing. See the hand on the shovel?
Yeah.
Well, that's got to be the hand on the shovel. So someone,
Wait, are you saying we gotta chop off our hands to do this?
someone's gonna need to.
Why would you not lead with that, man?
Well,
You
because,
guys
you
got in
know,
trouble for
right?
you. Yeah.
Because, well, look, you're already you're dead. So
Rude.
yeah, well, you know, sorry.
Dead.
True, you're dead. But look, chopping off a body part for you guys it's no big deal.
So you'll do it?
Wait, no.
No, I'm living. I
Oh, I
can't.
thought you meant like for us. You'll chop one off on behalf of.
I could maybe do a spell that would remove your hand, but I think it's a lot more fun if someone just. Well, no, I think it. Do whatever you
We
want.
want to use.
I mean,
Yeah.
But someone needs to possess the shovel.
can we ask
Okay,
one of the
well,
undead that are rolling around to do it?
Hey, you want to leave a mindless undead to find a skull?
Yeah.
No.
We can follow
Kind
it.
of.
Yeah.
Says
We
no.
Just follow it to get there.
No, they're literally mindless. They can't. They will not be able to help.
But they have one.
That's your special. That's your special power. Is that you're a little in both worlds. So you will be able to. The shovel will guide you to where you need to go.
We can't just like hold it with our hand attached.
No.
So, question: what does it do to living people?
Yeah. Good question.
Well, that's not exactly clear, but I think it turns them into undead.
Well, then
Undead
you could
creature.
take it and then chop your hand off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
You gotta like.
Well, you got to admit, it's really not an optimal thing to be, right? I mean, I don't sort of blame you. I don't want to be undead.
No, I know, but I also want my hands. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, there's.
Because like when I come back to life,
Oh,
I want my hand.
So, but wait,
Same.
you're gonna be like, we're gonna come back to life.
You're going to be
right?
returned to life.
And restored with our hand.
will you
with
restore our
hands?
hand when we come back to life?
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, okay.
You could have said that.
Can
like,
I-
Oh, I thought that was a given.
Can I roll what's the one I'm looking
Insight?
for? Insight
See
check.
if he's lying.
Sure.
please
It's
do.
a plus
Also do
0.
that.
So someone else should definitely do that with me.
Also, zero.
Oh, not 20! Not 20!
Oh,
No, he seems to be genuine for whatever knowledge he has. He seems to be genuinely telling you the
Okay.
truth. I mean, he hasn't really. You kind of feel like at this point he hasn't really ever led you wrong. He's not given you all the information
Yeah,
at times.
so-
But he is a wizard, and you're kind of like, okay, you and your
Wizards,
secrets,
alright.
right?
I mean, you need your hands for your instrument.
Do I get to use the skeletal
I just
hand?
got your
That's
hand.
he says
No.
that's what it will attach.
And
No,
you
no,
need
no. So
hands to
then,
cast
but then I could use like a
spells.
normal hand.
No,
I don't
Once
really-
you attach the,
No, you
once
have
you,
somatic
I can
component.
Well-
Anything with a somatic component, you wouldn't be able to cast.
just with one of my hands, right?
You can do it with one.
I'm just saying,
I feel like you can do
I
it
don't
one-handed.
need
There's
both
one-handed
hands.
magic users.
I don't need both
Do it,
my
Saoirse.
hands, guys. You guys need all
Thrills?
your hands for stuff.
But, yeah.
But you make beautiful music.
He plays the instrument.
I could use that as a sweet slide guitar. Bone
Wait, does
con-
it come off the shovel?
Tenacious looks at you like,
That's actually a really
faith
good
in
point. Does it
you.
come off the shovel?
no, the hand does not come off the shovel.
Yeah.
Once you put the, he says, once you chop, once the hand is removed, you'll put the
Stump.
I didn't want to say stump,
you-
but it is a stump.
Well, one of us is going to have a stump. We need
Right,
to use it.
the stump, you will put the stump and the hand will attach. You will have a skeletal hand and
Oh.
the shovel
Wait, we get a
on one hand.
Left or right?
So I will get a skeleton.
Doesn't matter.
If I chop it off, the skeleton hand is on the shovel, or I get like a nifty skeletal replacement hand.
It's stuck on
The hand is
on the shovel.
The shovel has the hand
I'm
on
a
it.
two-handed fighter, y'all.
Yeah, I know. I am not, and I don't have spells, and I don't play an instrument.
Because it's probably, he says it's probably not great for you to do it. It's
I-
probably not good for you to do it. It's definitely not good for you to do it.
The weird
Shovel
untrustworthy
and
wizard
wand?
said so.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine.
I'm gonna quick cut if you want me
I
to.
am naturally left-handed, so I will. Right hand doesn't matter which hand.
Nope, he says.
But he,
The thumb
yeah,
on the
say which
shovel
where's the
is like-
thumb on this shovel? You're gonna be both lefts? Is that?
Well, no, I don't understand what you're saying.
The
All right.
hand has to be left or right already, is what he's
Yeah.
saying. But you know, it's magical. Maybe
No,
it'll-
the hand,
it'll fit.
don't, he says don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So what do we do? Just cut off my hand and
Cut off
give
your
you?
hand and attach
Yeah,
it.
it's fine. Just
All right.
mutilate yourself. It'll be cool.
Do you want, hey, wait, he says, do you want to be, do you want to feel no pain? Or no, actually you won't feel any pain anyway, never mind.
Well, wait a second.
Or do you want to be put, or do you want some sort of rest or repose so that you don't, there's no like,
So I'm going back to our last 4 sessions of combat that we've had, and I try to recall, did I experience actually any physical pain or discomfort?
you do not feel physical pain or discomfort when you get attacked, but you do feel like, that you get sliced. You have that kind of
Ghost pain.
ghost pain.
Phantom limb situation.
Yes, exactly. Good word, ghost pain.
So what are you proposing there, Tenacious? That you do something so that I don't? Yeah, sure. I mean, do what you need to.
I could mesmerize you.
I feel very uncomfortable
Have
with
you
that.
mesmerized us before this?
I
No,
only
I
allow
have
myself to be mesmerized by my dragon.
I want a visual reminder.
Oh, nice.
This is what we're talking about.
Great.
That's
That's a lefty.
a little
but,
delicate.
But it's magical, so maybe it'll just change.
Should I use the
Well,
shovel
no,
to cut
no.
his hand off, or does he hold the shovel while I cut his hand off?
Or do
No.
you just
What's the process for cutting
cut
his
it with
hand
like
off?
a sword or your halberd?
Tenacious says, use your sword.
Yeah, use your halberd.
Do I need to
bow.
hold on to this shovel
Sword's
while
not
we're doing
really
it?
No.
Okay.
My sword was taken away from me because I kept waving it around and blocking the cameras. So
There we go.
I've got like my big old halberd. 'Cause it's like an
Yeah.
It's a sword
executioner
on
Perfect.
that
kind of
thing,
coming
yeah.
down.
We got a nice tree block over here.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna.
one second.
You've used that thing before, right?
You've watched me use this thing before.
very-
I know, but now like some weird.
Chopped up giant spiders and
Yeah.
goblins.
Before we go any further, Tenacious, you've interrupted us with wait 1 minute like 2 or 3 times. Before we cut off a hand, is there any
Sure.
other wait 1 minute? Magical explosions.
No, I don't. What could possibly else go wrong?
Possessed
we're asking you.
brain, like
I don't think so.
intelligent shovel.
Well, we will see what happens. Quite frankly, I do not know. I do not know necessarily the powers of this shovel.
Have at it.
I do know that this shovel can find things that have been lost or gone.
And you know that this shovel can be cut off his hand eventually.
And I know that the shovel can be removed from his hand at some point.
like a pop socket, or are we gonna have to cut again?
We'll figure that out.
Ooh.
So do we take?
Flip it for a guy with 2 hands over there.
I'm confident in my abilities to get you back into the land of the living.
With 2 hands.
Yes.
All right.
I think
sure?
this is. What choice do we have? To wander these plains as undead while somebody else finds the skull and takes this thing, and we never get our lives back. I am sort of uncomfortable with this idea, but fine.
Wait.
Wait.
Roll
I told you.
Okay. No, wait.
Okay.
No, wait. You're gonna cut. Roll to hit.
Yeah! Let's see.
Could cut you off the elbow.
Just a little. Oh, you have a little. Oh
It's gonna be good.
She could really miss.
no! Please be in that one.
We're putting that 20 to that one.
All right. So you swing your halberd. You're really nervous, and you smack into his shoulder, and he's like, ah!
Tenacious yelled, wait, and she just went, what?
Yeah.
I cure wounds him really quick before and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
immediately.
He's okay, and he's like sitting there going,
Round
right.
two.
Cut the-
All right. So I have a really good idea. Let's not do that again. Does anybody, Bard? You know,
I have a
you
name.
have some spells to like. Well,
Let me try again. I just need silence
wait,
this time. I
let's
just need complete silence.
just accuracy.
I have a spell that can make you laugh. It's like mesmerizing you, but instead you find things hilarious.
Give me another swing. Give me another swing. Come on.
Okay, is there like a shield or something that I can put right here so if she like misses?
Do you have a shield?
I might. Hold on. Let me check my inventory. I'm like looking around. Do I got a shield up in here? I do not have the shield.
No shield.
Tenacious says, I can help with that.
A shield?
Yeah, you cast a spell. There's a, yeah. No.
I cast a spell. I have hideous laughter. That's all I got, bud. I can make you fall on the floor
I don't
laughing.
know. I don't want to fall on the
Listen,
floor.
it can't be worse. Just let me try again.
Oh man.
Oh yes, I'm sure it can.
Be
Fine.
worse as a.
All right.
Try to.
This is gonna be great. Don't worry about it.
God.
Since I had a practice run, can I roll with advantage this time? Because I know I got the feel of it, and I've kind of got the aim
I
down.
was like, can I steady
okay.
an
No,
arm?
it was worth a try. It was worth a
You're
try.
still nervous about the whole thing.
Okay.
Bard,
okay.
get your hands off me.
That's better. Modified 20.
Nice. Yeah, smack. Just right at the wrist.
I told
Gone.
ya.
I like really quickly.
Oh, you do? Okay, quickly. The shovel. So the shovel. So she grabs the shovel. She quickly puts it on. It immediately melds to your wrist.
Oh, so I'm basically like this.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm basically like this.
This is what it looks like. Yeah. Exactly. You've got a shovel on your right hand.
Nice.
Look at the budget.
Man.
For those of you at home, anybody have a green glove?
Yeah. Well, we can fix that in editing.
Post, baby.
You know, I was actually picturing it differently. This is way weirder.
This is way weirder. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
The
able
DM
to,
accepts that as a compliment.
I'm able to move the straight around.
Yeah. Well, and then
smack people?
immediately you start hearing in your
Naturally.
head whispers. Where's my son? How did my daughter die? Where am I?
Oh. But it's
I
way
would
on the
have.
background.
I would have baked those cookies.
Oh, this is really strange. I'm hearing
shovel on
voices.
your arm? Oh,
I'm hearing voices.
Yeah. You hear whispering voices.
Or whisper like.
You start to hear them. They're very faint right now.
Can I ignore them?
Yeah.
But if I choose to listen, I can just hear
You
them.
can, but there's a lot of them. What you hear is kind of this background, and every once in a while something seeps through.
Did you say out loud?
Can I see where?
I shouldn't have killed him.
Can I? Do they look? Are they coming from a direction, or is it just there in the ether?
Just in your head,
brain.
just kind of going there.
Is it disconcerting?
I shouldn't have stolen that monkey.
Oh, that's never a wrong choice.
Oh, that's weird.
Tenacious, remember when I asked about intelligent items? And
Yes.
cool. As long as we got that cleared.
I do
So
recall him
he says,
saying
what's
a lot of
happening?
times,
I'm hearing.
I don't know.
I know, but
was
he's
that?
supposed to.
What? Sorry.
Oh, I'm just hearing lots of voices coming from I don't know where, but like I'm hearing people. It sounds like they have regrets.
Are they telling you to kill us?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, nothing says kill them.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, but this
He
is.
says, Tenacious says, what's going on? We're hearing voices, right?
I hear voices that sound like voices of regret. A lot of them are
Of
like
the dead?
maybe. Oh, hold on. Let's see. My wisdom. I will use insight roll as well. That's 9. So I rolled a 9.
I'm not sure, but I think it might be. So something's calling out.
Yeah.
All right.
Or I don't know, calling for me, but I certainly hear things.
Like here, first of all, you're in the Fey graveyard,
I go like this.
and you're not. This is my domain, or this is this is the domain of the Fey. Did I let that slip? Huh. He says no. In any case, he says.
Insight roll.
He says, in any case, I think you need to go into the graveyard proper, into the place where you were before.
There's a lot of dead.
I have a DM question.
Yes.
What does my character's culture, say about the Fae? Like, are there like rules? Like, like don't take food, like don't go back, like things that like she would know.
I mean,
her own myths.
I think why don't you just roll some sort of let's see. What do you have as far as like
history?
Yeah, sure. Let's do a history roll.
History or religion?
Either one. Actually, history is probably better.
Okay. Religion plus 0. They're both plus 0, so yeah. That's a 14. Straight 14.
I mean, your culture is pretty steeped in lore about the Fae and what they're all about. They're largely known as they can be helpful and kind and do things that are help people in need, or they can be treacherous and tricky. At the same time, others can be. Depends on the Fae. Depends on the type of Fae. They also are have their own world and rules and things, and they live by some pretty strict codes and things that they have as far as what they want or don't want. You would guess that if he let something slip there, that given the background and the fact that Bran is this evil Celtic deity, that if he is Fae, he might be someone who is like very much interested in that in some way or shape or form, or like he said, for example, that he just that's bad. It's a bad thing to have Bran back. He does not want Bran back. And it's bad for the Fae or bad for his Fae. So kind of jives pretty much with why he's trying to find the skull in some ways.
Do I remember any at all of like the specific like codes or rules that work with the Fae?
No, not really, except for that sometimes they're what they do is kind of mysterious, and like they'll do odd things that like leave food for a starving family, or little things, or they have a whole hierarchy, and they work in a kind of a noble family type of way, so they are all there's a lot of interconnections, and given what Graver's Dig is going through and everything, and Brigthana and everything that's going on with that, I mean, it makes sense that, or the Fob and all of that, it makes sense that he's probably in opposition to everything that's going on and is trying to do this before, and he is trying to thwart what's going on in his own way, however he can. And this shovel is kind of like, he knew about it, didn't seem to know a lot like where it was or anything, but he he is, you know, I mean, it seems like you're on track with him in the way. It doesn't seem like he's not trying to, you know, at this point, he's not really trying to, you know, get the drop on you or do anything. Plus, you know, I mean, he's obviously very powerful, but it looks like, I mean, he's telling you outright that he does not want to come near that shovel and he doesn't want to be anywhere near it.
Same.
And because he's living, he says, and that it's a curse to the living. But to the dead, it's not a curse because it won't. He says there's legends that if you're alive, it'll turn you into an undead, a very powerful and but a very lost and not purposeful undead, or maybe intelligent, but he doesn't know for sure. But there's no way I would like to be an undead, so that's why I'm outside this graveyard. That's why I won't go in it. There are powers within the graveyard that would notice and recognize me, and I do not want. But I have my own power here, he says. The Fey Cemetery is a Fey Cemetery, so it is, and it is outside the walls of the regular cemetery. So they cannot, you know, they cannot enter my domain, and I should not enter their domain. So that's why you are perfectly suited to this task.
I'm going to think something really hard at Archibald to see if he can pick up our thoughts.
No.
Cool. It was not nice.
He just came with his hand. I think
Says,
a little.
and Tanisha says, you should. I think you need to go into the graveyard and see what happens and try to find out. I have some guesses, but I don't know. I think something's gonna. I think you will be. I think the shovel will lead you to where you need to go.
Do I feel pulling, like as I move the
Not
shovel
here.
toward it?
You have to ask. Oh yeah, we got.
You feel like, yeah, you don't feel anything here. There's nothing really going on here. Yeah, nothing.
If I aim it toward the graveyard, does the sounds get louder?
No.
I think we gotta go back to the graveyard.
Do you want to keep this, or should I take it? I point to his hand. Should I keep it with us?
Yeah, why don't you take
Okay,
that?
I wrap it up in a handkerchief. In my handkerchief.
All right,
in my
nice.
handkerchief.
Okay.
Very kind of you.
Archibald, you can't move it, can you?
Move what?
That
He
hand.
can.
You can't let go. Right?
No.
That hand.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah, the
Because if you can't let go of that
Like the
one,
zombie
maybe you could
rolls?
move that one if you think about it really hard.
Try to think
Do
about
it.
it.
Lift your finger.
Am I able
No.
Nothing.
What
You know
about
what,
delivering
It's a good idea, though.
Yeah, can you feel this?
I sort of can.
Because you're
Do it again.
No.
Write like a letter on it. See if you can guess what letter.
Hold on,
Wait,
hold
can
on,
you feel
hold
this?
You're doing a star.
No.
You're right.
Yeah, you don't feel anything. But you can lie about it if you want to. Yeah, I feel something.
Do it again.
Not that bad.
Nice.
Okay, I'll just carry it. We'll walk towards the graveyard, and I'm just doodling on your hand.
What's this one? What am I drawing now?
Yeah.
It's are you doing a heart? Doing a heart?
Actually doing it.
See? I knew it. I knew it.
It's a diamond.
All right. Write a word.
Okay.
Hold on. Cass stinks? Why would you say
No, I did it, but it didn't start with a C.
Wow.
And scene.
Okay.
I rewrap it another time and just stuff it in my pack.
Wow.
We start walking towards the other
Lead on,
graveyard.
shovel man.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we
you
walk. Let's walk to. Okay, so I'm like,
So you go up to the opening in the wall,
the arch. Yeah.
the arch in the wall. All right, and you go through.
Yeah. Who goes first?
Oh yeah, I guess you should go first and then
He just
him.
gave up his hand. If something's gonna hit us, I'll take the hit.
Yeah.
Feels fair. Sorry.
All right. Wait. Tenacious. Is this like a beacon to undead? I mean, are we going to be like, are Are we gonna have any problems?
Bring them on.
No, he says. I mean, it's. I don't know. I don't know. He says, look, I've given you all the knowledge I have about the shovel.
All right.
I don't have any more, so I can't help you anymore.
All right. Well, thank you.
There is someone else we can ask.
Nah.
Okay.
Who? No.
She hasn't spoken, actually, since you've been back.
It's okay.
She doesn't say anything right now.
Maybe she doesn't like the Fae.
I'll check again when we walk through.
She spoke in his presence before.
All right, let's do this. Saoirse's gonna go in the
graveyard.
Yeah,
All right,
leave the
you go through.
Yeah.
You guys all go through.
I'm gonna go through.
As soon as you go through,
Yep.
a din of voices appears in your head. All kind of just, you hear all kinds of whisperings and regrets and these kinds of things about I stole the pig and then that was it for me, and then when those goblins attacked and oh shoot, we were so close, we almost had that beast, and then all of a sudden I'm dead.
If only I told Tenacious I'd loved him.
That doesn't appear, but you do, and there's a cacophony of voices, and it's kind of like dizzying, and you feel a little
I
out of
stumbled
sorts.
for a second.
Yeah.
Grab, I'll hold on to the wall like Ben Kenobi did when the Alderaan exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Because you
like
do
that.
hear.
Just like that.
I feel as if a million voices are crying out in terror.
Yeah.
But then silence.
No, this time it's not silence. There's lots of voices.
Just more cacophony.
Archibald, you all right there, buddy?
No, I think I hear a million voices, and they're sort of whispering in terror.
Are any of them telling you where Bran's skull is?
Can you ask?
Hold on.
No, yeah, take a minute.
Hold on.
Advil or?
What are you gonna do? You try.
Okay.
Sure.
Old music.
Yeah, so I guess a charisma roll or something like that. How can I?
Yeah, you try to concentrate, or
I'm trying
just
to concentrate on I'm trying to concentrate and listen to see if I can find some type of pattern to focus. You know how like you can find patterns in crowds, like you see the crowd moving and I'm a tall guy, and I can figure out paths
Can't
through the
relate.
crowd.
Yeah. No, I'm
You mean like
noise.
how sheep will go this way and then they go this way in the road?
Yes,
and,
just like that.
And birds
I can
flying in patterns.
yes, but
and
voice
turning
patterns.
and
Voice
yeah.
patterns. It's like
Right.
that. I'm listening in.
Okay.
Caw. All right.
Right.
Man, you suck.
It's a suck dice. It's not good.
Dice. All right. Well, I rolled a Charisma's plus 6.
Well, I mean, it is dizzying, and you kind of have to. You do lean against the wall. It is thousands of voices. But as you're doing that, pretty soon, some of them are starting to quiet down a little, and there's some of the voices are starting to fade, and pretty soon you hear this one just kind of starting to come through. Come a little more, and then you hear this Celtic accent. It says, and you feel like this one is starting to dominate and reach through, and you hear a voice that says, "Come to me."
Oh, does it, as it says that, can I tell the direction?
Yes, the shovel starts to move.
Okay, I
Are you
think.
doing that? Are you doing that?
No, the shovel's doing it itself. It's doing it.
Bouncing for Bran.
It's doing it. Yes, you are very wise.
Oh, thank you. I'm actually kind of wise.
Yeah. And so I said, well, okay, follow me, but make
Okay.
sure nothing kills me.
Yeah.
Can I will it throw you off? I'm walking in front of you. Can you just I'll walk next to you. I'll be next to you.
we'll just.
Yeah, it's fine. Just don't drop that hand.
What? No, it's in my bag.
All right.
Just tickle it every once in a while so he knows you still have it.
That's a letter J now. Okay, go on.
100%. Let's go.
You hear the voice says, "Who are you, wanderer?"
Oh, it's asking me a question. It's asking me who I am.
Oh, don't answer it.
No, wait.
say-
Or say.
Brand's like super evil.
Nothing to
Why?
see here.
Just us undead.
Look, I don't think I can trick it.
Just say your name is Billy.
Tell him we're working for Orthy Bob.
We are
Working for his mom. Tell him we're working for his mom.
working. We're working for
For your mom.
for
We have
your
to say Orthy
for
Bob.
your
We don't know.
mother.
I thought we knew that. Do we
That
not know
feels
that?
like an insult.
What?
He said, the voice says, "Come find me."
See?
Yes. Where?
Everyone loves their
Where
mom.
are you? Where are you? It says, "Come find him." It is it a male or female voice?
It's male.
For the record, like,
It's a male voice.
Listen.
So okay.
Heavy Celtic accent.
Where are you? Where are
Which
you
I can't
located?
do.
Where are you
Well, I
located?
could, but
Who
it'd
is
really be
this? What's your
Only be
operating number?
offensive.
Might be. I might offend like lots of people if I did a Celtic accent.
Why do you think I'm not doing the accent?
Yeah.
I'll leave that to Anne.
Yeah. We'll leave that to Anne. Segue.
For someone, she can
Yeah,
actually do it.
the shovel starts to just
Classically trained.
point in direction. So it starts winding you through the graveyard. Now, you do hear these other voices, but they're very muted and quiet now. It's like they're not quite. I mean, this one seems to have dominated the conversations in your head. It doesn't say a lot. It says what I've said, and that's about it at this point. It's just kind of. So the shovel starts leading you off in a direction. So the woods are down over here. There's the large tower over here. Well, there's another section going off in another direction. I don't have the map. So, and it's kind of leading you down this path and where these stones are, and it's kind of leading that in that way.
I'm going to be on the lookout for any ambushes
Yeah.
in these corridors.
So-
I'm like at the ready.
Yeah, we're on either side of him. I
Yeah,
imagine,
we're all like
ready.
percepting.
You're like behind us.
So it is very obvious that there is nothing, and it's very quiet in your way.
Okay, I'm really perceptive.
Okay, all right. Looking around.
Yeah,
Right.
21%.
I'm not, but I'm trying.
You look around. You don't see Billy. You look around. You don't see.
We didn't see him the first time. That's
Right.
Not as comforting as
Right.
you might think.
That's comfort.
No, this is like the
Which Billy
spooky,
also?
spooky gray, and there's like I'm guessing there's like spooky fog, and
Yeah.
this fog is
Yeah.
parting as
It's
we're
like the
walking
opening of
through.
any episode of Buffy.
It's there.
Or
There's
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's
completely.
yoinks. It's the early yoinks. It's the early morning.
Sorry.
It's the early. Yeah, it's earlier. It's early morning of the next day. So it's there's fog. It's creepy. There's there's desiccated branches and trees and dark trees around, and there's stones. But this is like going in place. It seems like it's just taking you down, and it's following this path that's actually winding through the
We
graveyard.
say we maybe took a short rest before we left the graveyard, or is it too late to say that?
You could rest now.
Do we want to take a quick short rest before we keep going and
I
maybe
mean,
encounter
he's hearing
something?
voices like non.
I mean, it won't be restful for him.
It
then,
is the
but-
next day.
Right, yeah. So do we?
Yeah, you got to rest. We'll give
I
you a
think we
rest.
rested in the Fey area,
Yeah.
right?
I'll give it to you.
Fabulous.
Oh, what a benevolent
There's
DM.
there's
So
a lot
kind.
there's a lot going on. So,
So much going on.
you might need a rest. So
I
we'll
don't
make
know.
sure you have
for
one.
reasons.
Where my spells are. Okay. I'm gonna find it.
Also for a rest, then I played some music, so you guys got more hit points back if you needed them.
Yeah.
Oh, but thank you.
Nice.
I enjoyed the music either way.
Does it seem weird that there's so much nothing? That's how you make a sentence. There's so much nothing around because last
It
time
seems
we
a
were here,
little.
it was like
It seems like it's a little odd.
Okay.
It is.
Anyone else
It's very odd, actually, that
feels
there's
like trapped
nothing.
in here? Okay.
Right.
Like-
That was very perception-y of you.
Yeah,
21.
yeah. There's usually you can see some zombie and skeletons and stuff, and just mindless undead wandering around, but seems to be cleared. This whole path is cleared. It seems like there's nothing on it except for you.
So if
It's like Dorothy in the Yellow Brick Road. She's just going down
oh, I
and
don't like that.
and
If Bran knows we're coming, do you think Bran's mom knows we're coming?
Probably not.
I mean, not that
Otherwise,
because if she could hear Bran, she would have found him already.
She wouldn't know.
Yeah.
She's looking everywhere.
Yeah, they're obviously not
Yeah.
talking right now.
Yeah. Strained in the family.
I say, how far away are you?
he says, "I am." He says, "Follow the shovel."
What do you say?
Follow the shovel.
I mean, we're doing that.
How does he know we have the shovel?
Probably the
Oh, the
only way we could
connection.
hear him, right?
I don't know.
How do you know I have a shovel?
I am a god.
Oh, wait, we didn't hear that.
Actually, everyone hears that. So the shovel kind of just starts to sing like, I am a god.
We have two talking inanimate objects now.
It's a lot of ego between them. Just saying.
You don't feel like the shovel is,
It's like a conduit.
you don't feel like the shovel is an intelligent item.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't. No.
You feel like,
It's the conduit for the
you
It's an
know,
antenna.
you feel like he's a god. I mean,
just
you know,
keep on
he
keeping
can
on
do
then?
stuff.
I'm saying, if he's a god, why didn't he know who he was?
Yeah. Look, I am the one holding the shovel.
Yeah?
Keep your attitude inside, boys.
Oh wait,
It's
can
kind
he
of
hear? Can he hear us?
I don't know.
Can you hear us?
Nothing from.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Nice.
Okay.
But just in case.
He says, you don't think so. You are not going to come for me?
Not that we heard that.
No. Sorry. I'm just talking to myself. My stomach is feeling uncomfortable, which is strange because I'm dead. And
That would be on.
I don't know. Can we just start over?
Come find me.
Hi, I'm
He
Billy.
says. You guys are gonna. It'll be a wonder if we ever get anywhere. Let's go.
All right. Listen, let's go. We gotta find it. So we gotta get moving.
Follow the shovel.
Let's follow the shovel.
All right. So
We follow.
eventually it opens this pathway, this stone pathway, this cobblestones, opens up into this kind of large area that seems to be at the edge. You're at the very edge of a very, very large pit.
Okay.
And the shovel is pointing to go down into the pit.
Is there a path into the pit?
Yeah, you can see that there are. I mean, it's not steep. It's much more graded, so that it's got a nice little grade on it. It's got a 20%, maybe a 30, 20, 18% grade
18% grade.
down,
Just
going down.
nice and
nice and
smooth.
nice and nice little some
Every 100
rocks,
feet,
but
there's 18-foot
Yeah.
rise.
A little bit of
Yeah.
scree, but not like
some
dangerous.
scree, but
Love it.
but pathy wise, it looks pathy.
Do you want maybe one of us to stay up here to perceptive, because that feels like a really good ambush point while we're down there digging.
So you can see, so the fog is kind of lifting, and you can see this pit. It goes probably for 600 or 700 feet across, and all around it there's nothing.
Okay.
You don't see anything.
What about in the
I don't know why I
center where
thought
it's
that. We
going?
should just go
Well,
down.
it goes down a lot, and you can look down, but there's fog down there.
While we walk.
Okay.
The title of the episode is Keep Percepting.
Still
Always.
Keep percepting. Keep percepting.
Still percepting. Like, do I need to re-roll?
You can roll anytime you want.
Oh, can I just keep my good one?
No, but you will, Megan. No, but you can re-roll.
I think I'm gonna
Not so
percept
good,
too. I
huh?
have this instinct that I should also
Yeah.
be.
All right, you
10.
guys keep going. What did you roll?
5.
Yeah, you don't even see Bahati. I mean, she's standing right there. It's like, where'd Bahati go?
Snuck up on me.
It's like, you don't even see anybody.
Maybe instead of looking around, we should hold hands.
I thought that would help.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
All right, you two hold hands. Is anyone else going to hold hands?
I'm holding on to a shovel.
I'm holding on to a
I hold his hand too.
Do you feel that?
I feel very comfortable now.
There you go.
Comfort.
All right. So,
Or it looks like.
so are you starting down into the pit?
Yes.
All right. So, as you start going down the pit, the shovel starts to actually kind of vibrate a little. It starts to and it seems like it's getting more and more, it seems to be a little more alive as far as it's just kind of it seems to have this.
excited?
It feels like it's
More of like a guide.
drawing you more, seeking more.
So do I feel a pull, an actual
Yeah.
pull?
Have we put the shovel in the dirt yet?
mean,
Just see if it
I
digs.
figured we would just
I mean,
do that when we
it's-
got there.
I have not personally pushed it into the dirt.
Do you
I
wanna
haven't
try that
either.
now? I just figured we would
I
do
just
it
want to see
when
what happens.
Is your hand on this thing?
That's why I brought
That
it
seems
up.
like a lot of work.
Technically,
I've
your
already
hand is
given
in
up,
her pocket.
and the other one's hailing a taxi cab.
Did Beatrice stir at that?
Actually, Beatrice has been very quiet.
Oh, she's still sad.
I think she's sad that she's not the only talking inanimate object in the party anymore.
Do you think she's sad because of her boyfriend?
Oh, the boyfriend thing. I forgot about
Might be sad about her dead boyfriend.
And now we're together, so it's real awkward. She's so much us, and she misses her. So it's, yeah, kind of rubbing it in.
Awkward. Can I pull out some cheese and just slice a little bit with her? Just like try to cheer her up.
Are you gonna do that? Pull
Yeah.
out some cheese and take
Yeah,
her
I'm
and
just
go.
gonna try to
she
cheer
goes,
her up. It's really sad.
She goes. Thank you, Monsieur. You're very kind.
Okay.
That's all she says.
Cool.
She's just sad.
Yeah.
We can work with that.
Give her some wine later.
Okay. So,
Anyway, carry on.
Go back to
In so many
depression,
ways.
sword.
Don't worry,
Carry on.
carry it on.
carry on. Has so many meanings. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So it seems to be wanting to move that way, wherever the thing's pointing.
Yeah, I mean, let's.
So you go further. So as you go further, pretty soon you do enter a fog bank at the bottom, and it's hard to see, but the shovel keeps moving you forward, and then you get to what looks like the bottom of this area, and it's flat. It's dirt, flat. There's some scree, but it's pretty. There's nothing there on the bottom. It's a large area, maybe about. At the bottom, it's probably about 200 feet across, but it's just a weird looking, very strange looking, just a pit that seems to be
Just
nothing at the
flat
bottom. You look around, you don't see anything. However, you do hear the voice say, "Find me."
Can I start a percepting check?
Yeah.
We're supposed to find him.
I mean,
That seems like
that's
a
what we're
shovel time,
trying
right?
21.
to do.
That seems like a good time to put it in.
No.
the dirt.
Yeah.
Just looks
Put it
desolate.
in the dirt. Put it in the dirt.
All right. And literally, it's just a big one open space
Yeah.
with sloping ends, right?
Yeah.
So in other
Maybe, like, if
words,
you oh, sorry, go ahead.
no. So in other words, Boozer, GM, I'm looking at an area which obviously seems I need to be digging.
Yeah, so the place goes down like this, huge
else
bowl. So think of Diamond Head.
Oh yeah.
Think of any crater that wherever that you could go. No smoke, no anything, but it goes down and then at the bottom it's got
Right.
it's basically a caldera type thing.
Why do you break it?
Okay, so when you do that, what do you do?
I go into the center. Okay, first thing is I take my shovel and I start moving towards the center to see if there's any type of pull. More
It's
in a
definitely
given
pulling you
direction.
towards the ground.
Okay, okay. So I just follow the pull.
Doesn't do anything when you put it in the ground.
Okay, so I start digging,
Good to
and
know.
I go,
Good.
"Am I supposed to dig for you?"
Find me, it says.
What?
I'm an animal shape is what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
I'm an animal shape, and I just was looking at a list of challenge rating a quarter, and there is a pygmy boulette, which makes me so happy.
I couldn't tell.
I want to change into a pygmy boulette
Okay,
so I can
all right. So
go to
Can
town.
you sketch that for us real quick?
Bullet.
Don't listen
They're
to me.
like big
Tank
tanks
things.
that dig.
But just make sure it has
I've
Megan's
never made a
face.
request in my life.
you change into that and you start digging and you can dig quite a bit, but I mean, you don't really find anything.
Oh man.
And the voice says, "Find me.
Can I do another perception check?
I'm digging. I'm looking. Where do I
Use
dig?
my name," he says.
What does he say?
He says, "Use his name."
Yo, Bran.
Brand. Is this Brand? Is that your name?
My
What's your
name is Bran. Find me.
Brand.
Flakes?
Bran. Use his name. Bran.
Wait, let's keep it.
Write Bran in the dirt.
Okay. Good idea.
Oh.
So I carve the word Bran on the
Yeah,
shovel. Put
nothing
the shovel
happens.
down.
Sing a song about Bran.
Can it be a duet?
You can.
I'm trying to cheer her up.
I do not have the energy.
I start
I listen.
digging in the shape of big letters.
Okay.
To spell.
All right.
'Cause I
All right, you do. I mean, you do that. Nothing happens.
Is this what you meant when you said it was cool? I could change into animals.
Yeah. I look on the shovel, see if there's gonna carve a name on the shovel.
No.
I just kind of poke the shovel and go, Bran.
Nothing happens.
I can't believe that didn't work.
I know.
You could. Why don't you guys do an insight roll
Yeah.
here? It's like you guys are.
Struggling.
I need a
That was not a good
Excellent.
one. That's a 2 for Saoirse. She's looking at Bahati. She's like, what? Are you looking at the animal? Bahati is like,
Bahati with a
not as cool as the lion.
What do you guys got?
Doing it for
What do you guys got for insight?
19.
19? Well,
higher than mine.
maybe, find Bran.
We could only find Bran.
I hadn't even considered.
I don't know.
I have no clue. I'm trying to find Bran.
The shovel starts digging as soon as you say it.
You had to be bossier.
The
Find
shovel.
Bran!
So here's what happens.
He was too nice.
So hey, here's what happens. The shovel starts digging at a rate where Archibald starts getting shaken like a rag doll. I mean, it just. And you are in danger of sliding in, so but the shovel is going, animatedly going and digging, and it's going down, much faster than you can, and much faster than anything, and it's just digging. And this pit is starting to go deep and deep and deeper, and it's going it's really digging. And it's dug out so much dirt that just disappears. When it's dug, the dirt just goes and disappears.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, and
Well, that's handy.
if only I had one. If that's handy, wait till you see this. If only I had one of these for my own garden. But anyway, it's all disappearing. But it goes, and it goes very quickly, and then pretty soon, it's dug out this huge area, and there's some stones down there, and it's clearing away all from the stones and these cobblestones, and what you see is a large circular kind of stone area with a very large kind of circular stone door on the ground. It seems to be about the door seems to be about four feet in circumference. Did I say that right? No, diameter. Sorry.
Oh,
circumference is too small.
Yeah.
Diameter. Yeah, I math flunked. It was never my best subject. Anyway, but yeah, it clears out this area, and there's this very large door, and it seems to have a big iron ring on it, and the shovel stops. When it gets to the stone, it uncovers this whole stone area down there, and it just stops.
Should we knock?
And the shovel taps on the door.
Isn't it?
Oh, it did it for us.
Okay.
But nothing. You don't. But nothing answers.
But it's a stone door.
It is.
Should we use the iron ring and
Yeah, who's the strongest here?
probably. I hope it's me.
Yeah, I hope it's you too.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
My strength is a +2.
So you hear, watch out for traps.
Thank you, Beatrice.
Oh, can I check the door for a trap? Who's more perceptive than me? Anyone. Literally.
I mean, little. I look for traps. I'm not super familiar
Mine's a
with
+0,
this kind of trap, but
Oh!
But am I actually? I poof back into myself, and I'm like,
What did you roll?
Nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Plus 2.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see anything that's an obvious trap. You're not a rogue, so, but you don't, it looks like,
But you are not.
I mean, it's a large door. I mean,
Guys,
it is not, by the way, it is not, by the way, locked. So,
Oh, so
you don't
not
feel
being
like,
pull on the ring.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably not a mechanical trap.
I'm just gonna. I mean,
probably a
well, because like the way
magical trap.
You want
I
me
think
to lift
Bran.
it up?
Here's my guess. Bran would have told us.
look, see if it's.
No, like Bran would have told us that there was a
Oh.
trap because he wants us to find him.
That's a
right?
good point.
But he might
Yeah.
not have known.
Yeah, that's true. He
He's
was
just a
probably
head down.
Yeah.
a head buried by people who didn't like him. So
If you're gonna put a
you
god
just
in
check
a
it real
hole,
quick for
you're gonna
magical
put
traps,
magic
then
around it.
I'll give it a yank if you just check real quick.
I can't check for magical traps.
Cool. I'm just gonna give it a yank.
What can I help?
Ooh, can we yank it together?
Yeah, can
So
we
I
yank
roll
it
with
together?
advantage?
Yeah.
And then if
Yeah.
there's magic
Okay,
that happens,
so
jump
let's
in front
do
of her.
let's do a check to see if you can lift that. It's pretty heavy.
We'll do. I can roll
we-
with advantage. if you
Yeah,
want
roll
this
for
thing.
advantage.
So I'll roll myself. I just roll my 2 die. You got this.
Because you're helping, so
Yeah.
Ooh,
has
wow,
to
those both were really bad. I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Yeah,
so
you-
for a total of 8.
No, can't seem to get it.
Can
hands are
I
sweaty.
use
grip.
inspiration and say lift with your back, Saoirse?
you're
That's
right.
your back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give that to you. But you could try again.
Yeah, okay, one more try.
No, I want to use bardic inspiration.
Oh, you want to use
Yeah,
bardic
I want to use
inspiration.
bardic inspiration to go and like give her.
Does that help
Oh,
her
does that
with
have you
her?
roll?
It gives her an extra
You get a
d6
D6.
Okay.
You
Oh.
can
Yeah.
you can wait to roll it until after you've rolled your
To see if you
D20s
hit
because you
it.
might just be able to hold
Yeah.
on to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's 6 and 9, so 11 this time.
But then
But now we're
maybe-
gonna add
maybe use that for alternative.
extra D6. So it's an 11 plus 1, so it's a 12.
Yeah, I just can't. I mean, that's big. It's a big door.
What if I use the shovel as a
Lever?
lever?
Listen, I'm marching around all day in this armor, this big. I'm tired, man. Oh, it's not easy carrying your
don't use
load.
a shovel. Let's use her pole arm.
Oh yeah, can I like use a leverage? Leverage it. Leverage.
Give it
Yeah,
a
you
try.
can try.
Hook up some pulleys and stuff.
Who's all helping with this door?
I'm helping.
I'll help.
So can I roll with advantage again? Because you got leverage and all the help.
You know what? And yeah, we'll try that. And then if as long as it doesn't break, I'll try sticking my shovel in there and try to lift it
Alright.
as well.
Let me try. Yeah, way better. 21.
Yeah, you
That's what we needed. Let's
finally,
use our brains.
there's some dirt in there and stuff, and it goes, and it there's some dirt flies up and which you're not breathing, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, it's like you get dusty, and the thing just kind of creaks up and opens, and it opens like on a hinge on one in one area here, and it's kind of a weird little hinge, but you can open it and it's like can put it flies over, and it makes this big sound when it goes. It was a heavy iron door, but you've opened it, and then what you see is when you look in, you see circular stairwell going down.
Let me guess. We have to go down.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. Well, I guess the other option is we go back to where we came from.
And
Right. We're going down the stairs.
All right, who's going? So it's dark down there.
Well, I have
have
magical
dark
and
vision?
non-magical. I can have dark vision for both
Right.
magical and non-magical.
oh, that's
So
right.
I can see.
Okay, dark vision.
I have double sight, so I can
Oh,
see.
nice.
I can
That's
see
right.
normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical. To
That's
distance
right.
120
so we
feet.
just-
I got prestidigitation,
Yeah.
which I can't remember.
Oh, is
if it
that my
makes the
hand?
light or
I go
not.
reach over. Is that my hand?
It is.
If it does, I cast prestidigitation.
You're holding it like this.
Yeah.
A light appears on your ladle.
Prestidigitation.
It's not heavy anymore. It's very light.
She says, a voice, and the voice says, "I will help where I can."
Oh, thank you, Beatrice.
do you know something about Bran that can help us right now? Now ahead of time, in this moment?
I am inconsolable.
I give her a little drink of wine.
She goes, "Well, thank you. Very good.
Get you some ice cream
It's
when we
not
get
a great
home.
vintage."
Yell at the sword.
All right. So you
Traps.
you want me to go ahead and you like hold the light above my head?
One of us should go ahead looking for traps.
You're probably more perceptive than I am.
Yeah.
A torch if you want to not cast a spell every 6 seconds.
Prestidigitation lasts for a couple minutes.
There's a light on your ladle.
Can you turn into like
Yeah.
a flying creature and just fly?
There's a light on his ladle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's prestidigitation. It'll last for up to an hour.
I did not know that you could use it to cast light.
There's a lot of random crap.
That's
you can do
nice.
with
It's
it.
fun.
I love.
That's a good spell.
It's my
too.
favorite spell in the world.
All right. So you've got some light, and by the light you can see that this stairwell just goes. It seems to go circular down. As it goes down, it seems to get wider and wider as you go around. It's like you're going down the stairwell that just seems to go forever and ever. And you can see that below, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you go down the stairs. There's no guardrail, but you go down. Yeah. And it continues to go down, and pretty soon it starts to open up, and it must go down. It probably goes down about 500 to 600 feet, and then it kind of it ends in a floor, and you don't. I mean, and then you have a large opening. Your light doesn't carry very far, but.
All right.
Okay.
At the bottom. So you can picture that kind of a cone going down,
Okay.
down and a large, right?
There's no doorways or anything. It's just flat ground again.
Yeah.
Can we see the walls?
Yeah, you can see the walls of
Okay.
the cavern. I mean, it looks like a cave cavern.
Okay.
Like it's not, it is not worked stone. So it's definitely, cavern.
Okay, can I roll a nature to try
Yes.
and feel wind coming from
Sure.
anywhere? That's something I have. I don't know how much. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Okay, 17.
I'm stoked.
So, yeah, you feel like you can sense that there's some air movement somewhere, coming from somewhere. You can also hear water dripping a little, so some water, and you can see some of the stones. You're way below wherever the graveyard is, and you might be into a more, kind of a different kind of realm. You feel it feels a little more natural to you.
This is nice. This is a nice place.
But but at the bottom of the stairs, I mean, it's just darkness, and there's it's an open cavern that you can't really see very
Okay.
far.
I guess we go around the edges. See if there's
Yeah,
any,
go around look for any hidden latches. Especially Beatrice warned us for traps,
Traps.
so I want to make sure that things won't collapse, or maybe there's a hidden door.
Is the ground dirt also? Is it
Yeah,
dirt?
stone. No,
Stone.
it's
Can you try
stone.
asking Bran?
All right. Hey, Bran. So we are.
Well, the shovel's pointing.
Find Bran.
I mean, the shovel's still pointing
Well, let's
at the
go
bottom.
down. Or a direction.
It's
Where's the
pointing,
shovel?
and it's pointing to go directly straight across.
I'm like,
I think we should go this way,
Kinda
guys.
forgot about
A plan.
Can we dig into the wall where the shovel's pointing? Is it stone?
No,
or-
it's going. So this is a large
Going across
cavern.
the cavern.
It's not going around. It's going straight into the cavern. Straight into this area.
Oh, let's just keep following the shovel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for
Y'all are
traps
doing your
and stuff
little
while we
each other,
go.
and I'm just like, hey, let's go that way.
What about there?
No, it's a stone walkway. Actually, suddenly you come across an actual walkway, paved stones.
Okay. Is it like
Walkway.
a
It starts
walkway
to-
over a chasm or just in?
No,
the
it's
general-
it's all flat
Okay.
ground here. There's
Gotcha.
there's nothing.
it's
There's no
nice.
no really vegetation or anything. I mean, you could sense that there's maybe on the walls and things some moss or those kinds of things, but it's definitely quiet, really, for the most
Like
part.
he wants to be found.
And then and yeah, it starts following this path, and then pretty soon out of the darkness there looms you see an archway, and and you see a fence made of iron going around, and you see this kind of archway, and then as you continue to go forward, pretty soon you see out of the darkness appears beyond the archway a large mansion.
Ooh.
Does it look magnificent?
It looks very nice. It is well appointed. It looks like it's been it's quite beautiful.
Nice.
Good looking.
Does it look like
It's got high windows. It's like about 3 or 4 stories. It's very big. It's got a nice huge door. It's in very good shape. There are also shrubs and trees growing down here.
They feel like they're awakened. Can I tell? With my
They
influence senses?
you can't. You're not close enough
They're
yet.
like awakened
But
topiaries
you do
guarding the place.
you do notice that there was someone standing, and the gate is open, and there's someone standing at the gate.
Oh, we buried the lead. There's a person here.
So looking at the mansion really quick, is it like covered in cobwebs, like windows boarded up, or does it look like it's in use, like taken care of?
Looks like it's in use.
Okay. Does the person see us? Like
He's standing looking right at you.
Oh, okay.
You should talk to the person.
On it.
Hi.
You start to approach him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you start to approach him. He's dressed in what you would call butler livery.
Oh, okay.
He has a very interesting looking glasses on that seem to be what we would call steampunk glasses. He has a cane that he has in front of himself, and as you approach, he says, "Greetings, travelers.
Good day.
My name is Rodarno. The master has been expecting you." And with that, we'll take a break.
Ghost Butler.
Wait, who are you going to
Radarno the steampunk.
Radarno.
So, thank you. We'll be back in about 15. So we're going to find out who the ghost butler is.
Who are you gonna call?
Who are you gonna call? Butlers. So thank you, and we'll see you in a few. And welcome back to ACTOROKE. We are going to get started again. When we last left, the players, the characters had just gotten up to the gates of the mansion, and a man is standing there. His name is Radarno, and he said, "The master has been expecting you."
That's not ominous. Let's go.
If you,
Who is your master?
if you will follow me.
Can we? Never mind.
And he turns and he just starts walking back.
You're following. All right, I'm following.
When in Rome.
Is the sword? Is the
I don't
sword?
know if that applies here.
Is this falling? Is this still pulling?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
When in Rome.
Listen. Let's go.
That's it.
Okay.
Right.
Follow the butler shovel.
So
Butler shovel.
he walks kind of slowly, really pretty slow. Very
Just trying to
slow.
look at everything.
And like you can look around, and yeah, I mean, and as you approach this this mansion, it's amazing. It's gorgeous. It's really nice, beautiful gables. It's got crenellations on the top and areas. There's gargoyles and other things decorating the top, and it looks. It looks, grow up, man. And it looks
Buttresses just
buttresses. Yeah.
they get to a thing.
Yeah, and then and he approaches the door, and as he gets up to this, there's a pair of huge double doors. Oh, calm down, you four.
I like
So
big
sorry. I
buttresses
am listening
and
to your
I cannot
beautiful
lie.
description and not being rude.
All right. And so we get to the double doors, and Rennie.
Yeah, you did this.
Are you drawing a butt?
Well, the potty humor. Really, the potty humor? Really? Okay. So,
Rennie.
yeah.
Leave this guy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
there we
he's just
go.
Being so disrespectful.
Yeah. All right. So
I take your hand out and I shake it at you.
Make it into a finger
Yeah, it
waggle.
is.
yeah, wag the finger.
Yeah.
So as he approaches the doors, they just open by themselves, and they just open out. And he walks up the stairs, very slow. So you guys are kind of walking slowly behind him. And he gets up, and he enters the foray into a kind of a beautiful wood hall. Beautiful. I mean, you as a druid, you'd go, wow, this wood is like amazingly polished.
Oh, is this
Everything
dead
is
friends?
perfect, brass fittings, and it looks really nice. There's plants. There's standing plants, and it'd be kind of a classic. Looks like a classic Victorian mansion that's well appointed. There's flowers in a vase in the entryway on a table, and he stops once you enter, and he says, "Dinner has been prepared." And he motions you towards the back of the hall, and there's a door there, another double door, smaller ones, that just open.
Do we eat?
What was the thing about eating food? You were talking about a thing about food.
I did not remember specifically anything about eating food. Sometimes the Fae give people food. I remember that.
Oh.
Beatrice.
But do we? Can we digest it? How does that work?
Beatrice says, "Oh, mon ami, this is a very beautiful place.
Should we eat the food, Beatrice?
Oh, if they have wine, if they have cheese, if they have good food, we eat."
The sword says so.
Yeah.
All right.
She says, "I'm feeling a little better
Good job.
around these surroundings." And she's so, yeah.
I bet there's a nice dagger in here.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
a serving fork?
So you gonna go forward?
Yeah.
All right. So you go past him, and as you, yes, and he kind of nods. You go past him, and as you go down the hallway, you see doors on the right and on the left, and then as you get closer, you see that this does indeed enter into a beautiful, big, large dining room, and as you get to the door, he's standing at the door suddenly. And he says, "May I get some drinks?"
Yeah. Can I, out of respect, because I'd like to thank them, ask who the master of the house is?
He will be here presently and announce himself.
Is he a head, or does he have a body? Just out of curiosity. He's the master of the
Well,
house.
but of course.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Why wouldn't he have a body?
Yeah, we're adventurers. We've seen things.
I see. He says he is well proportioned.
Good for him.
Wine,
I'm
please.
taken, just for the record.
Wine.
Wine for two.
Wine. All right. So so almost imperceptibly, you see him go to a station where there's a decanter, and then he's back with a silver tray with wine on it. He says, this goblet is for you.
Excellent, thank you.
And who else would like wine?
I have two hands, sir.
This goblet is also for you.
Thank you.
That works out. I was going to ask for tea.
Tea? Of course. And then he back at the station and back again.
Doesn't even spill anything?
No, perfectly balanced silver tray.
We're darno. Very
Here's some
nice.
tea. It's oolong.
Oh,
Great. Along to you.
He says, thank you. Very dry. What may I get you?
do you have any health potions?
Don't believe that is a drink.
And you drink it.
Truth.
He says, I am not familiar with that.
That's fair. I'm good then. I think.
Perhaps some wine, a sherry, a brandy.
Yeah. Whatever you recommend. And just with deep, awkward bow.
I do not recommend. I am a servant.
And I'll have what he's having?
2 wines.
One, not half of what he's having.
Very well.
Okay.
Again, very quickly, comes back with a goblet.
She does not drink it. Just,
So these goblets are like probably made of gold.
oh,
Yeah.
spikes on
Teacup
that.
made of gold?
Yeah. When you do that, he gives you a little look like, he kind of looks down like,
You got nice
and
stuff.
you, sir,
Brandy, please.
a brandy.
Yes.
A man who knows his drinks.
Careful, he doesn't give recommendations.
And then he goes back and he gets big brandy sniffer.
Can I just
Wait. It's not like I go to reach for my shovel.
He looks at the shovel momentarily, but averts his eyes back to you.
Like I said, we've seen some things.
Don't mind this.
He says, please be seated. Now there's 4 seats at a table, much like this, and a big chair at the end.
Expecting us.
Oh, yeah.
But no one else? Just us?
I guess. Probably only one person been talking to them in their head.
I mean, like we said, Brando got a butt to sit on. You don't need a chair. Once we find him.
But there's 5. There's 4.
Because it's
4
for the
chairs
master
and
of the house.
The master,
right? I
right.
assume he's going to
Oh, yeah, wait.
He gestures to the chairs, the 4
Okay.
chairs.
Can I make an Arcana check or some sort of? He's moving faster than people should, and he looks human.
Yeah, he looks human. He's moving. Yeah, he kind of disappears from one space and appears in another.
know
It's
who
like
else
you don't
does
see
that?
him. You don't see him actually move.
So can I figure out like what kind of
Billy the Kid.
person, creature, or magic that may be
Sure.
that does that?
Yeah, you could make a roll.
Was he just
Right.
being sneaky?
12 for
I mean,
Arcana.
he could be. He could be some. He could be someone who's just very, very fast in some, but not, no. There's no real human that moves like that fast. He could be dimension dooring. He could be moving with magic, but you haven't seen him cast a spell or anything. But he seems, he's dressed to the nines. His clothes, while his clothes are of that of a servant, they are like well-tailored, extremely good-looking cloth and made from the best cloth, and his shirt is, starched and ironed. His glasses are the only thing on him that is kind of out of place. He seems to have these lenses that fit on his face that, and a little wire around his ears. But that's the only thing that's out of place with him. He looks to be about maybe he's in his mid-20s, young, very, actually pretty handsome, pretty good looking,
Well proportioned.
well proportioned, you would say. Yeah. He's,
Sorry. Has Saoirse ever seen like this Victorian aesthetic like in the world prior to this?
No.
This is completely
no, this is
new.
completely.
Out of time and place.
This is out of. Yeah, you would think this is out of time and place. Very much out of time and place.
Archibald's going to roll persuasion. Oh, 24. And finally. Yeah. And what he's going to try, he's going to say, is there a particular honorific and name that we can use to address the master that would be appropriate? Trying to be very clever in order to get the name.
The master will give you his name, and you will get that from his name.
Fair enough.
Says, but of course.
Is there any place where we may freshen up from our journeys? I would not like to appear.
He says, I think you're as fresh as you can be.
Sure.
What would you like? He says.
A private room where possibly myself and Archibald may relieve ourselves, and or where these two lovely ladies may relieve themselves and freshen up, as we do not wish to offend.
The master has been expecting you. Would you like to keep him waiting?
How does he? You know him better than we do. How would he take that?
I wouldn't keep the master waiting.
We will not
wanna
keep the
sit
master
down?
waiting. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
Sit down.
All right.
She kind of like nudges the chair with her foot a little, like make sure it doesn't like bite or anything. Like kind of pokes it.
Pokes the table.
Yeah, she's putting the end of her halberd, like
Yeah.
So when you sit down, you sit it down at the table, and you suddenly notice. I mean, you didn't really notice the table so much anymore, but it's got two large candelabras lit on. It's fairly long. You see that and on it's got silver plates, and on those silver plates are another plate. It's got silverware that goes out like this.
Double plates?
And out like that. It's got glasses that are all. So it is like you've never seen a setting like this. It is completely. It is completely.
Get it.
It is completely like set for a formal dinner. And there's a fork up here and a spoon,
I assume
and then there's.
that they're expecting more people and haven't finished setting the table, so I take my second plate and put like forks and stuff.
Okay, all right. And he kind of looks at you, but doesn't say anything.
Saoirse sees you doing that, and you look real confident about it, so she's just like does the same thing.
And
I want to sit next to you.
And then suddenly he says, he looks around, he says, he is here. And when he says that, all of a sudden you realize, oh, there's someone standing behind that chair.
How did you get here so fast?
So,
awkward bow.
so we've got a picture of who's standing behind the chair.
Oh, visuals.
Oh, nice.
He looks so
Ooh.
familiar.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well proportioned. There we go.
Nice.
Sir,
All right.
got a body and a
Sort of
brain.
like a
What color is his
Victorian
jacket?
Joey Fatone.
I don't know, black.
Okay, just want to make sure it wasn't silver trimmed. That's what I was
Yeah.
looking for.
Oh yeah.
You don't trust silver trim.
Yeah.
Don't trust silver trim.
I just had to know.
Okay.
That's
It is
why
ornate.
Yeah, it is still ornate. Oh.
Yeah,
But it's not silver.
Ornate still sounds sketchy.
Not worried.
It's like gold.
I'm gonna dribble some wine down the scabbard.
Okay. He says, "Good evening, honored guests."
Thou is whilst.
He smiles, he nods, he says, "My name is Count Vry Kalokis." Count Vry Kalokis, and you can spell that.
I cannot.
And well, barely can I. And thank you very much to Steve Connard for this name.
Okay, phonetic.
Thanks, Steve.
VRY. Leave it to Steve to even give me a name that I can't pronounce. Okay, VRYKOLAKAS. Vrykalokis.
Wow, I was so close.
AKAS.
actually.
I was not
AKAS.
even. I had it as two separate words.
I was so close.
Wow,
is it-
you guys
is it
are
one-
way
one
better
word?
than me.
Yeah.
English is my first language.
Vrykalokis.
Vrykalokis.
This is an English
Yes.
situation.
Yeah, this is an English
name.
He says, "Welcome to my home."
Indeed. It's a pleasure to be
Thanks for the tea
here.
and all the forks.
You are very welcome. Shall we have some dinner?
Shall we? Yes, do that. Dinner.
But what exactly shall we be dining on tonight, Count?
Oh, we are going to have some very delicious lamb, some greens. He goes, and Rodarno suddenly appears by his side, just like quickly, and says, we will have a very nice soup to start with, oysters on the half shell, of a salad of endive and chives, and he goes through this kind of like these courses of food that's just like, I mean, you've never heard of half this stuff, right? So, but he says, but first are the oysters, and so suddenly, I mean, he's got oysters and he puts them down all chilled on a tray with ice, and there's on the half shell it's got little vinaigrette things. It's something you'd find, fine dining restaurant.
Does
Vricalacus?
The Count would be a really great thing to call him.
Yep.
Eat any oysters or drink any wine?
Well, he indicates that you should start, and he looks at Redondo and he says, Redarno, and he says, I'll have my usual, and he appears with a glass of red.
Wine?
Of red.
Is it wine? It's definitely wine. Can I roll a nature to see if it's cup of blood?
It's wine.
I've seen cups of blood before. Oh, no, 10.
It's hard to know. I mean, he's a ways away from you, but he sips a little. He says, my guest should be served first. And Rodano comes and looks at your trays and gets a little plate of yours, and he puts a oyster on it and some stuff and hands it to you, and he looks at you and he looks at you expectantly like, would you like some oysters?
So I have a DM question out of character.
Sure.
Do I know, like, just from the context of like the world we're in, that Count is a noble, like, Yankee, or do I think that's his first name?
No, you would know that if someone's a count there,
Okay, so
you've
right.
I mean, you've all heard of a royal. I mean, you'd have a basic knowledge of there's dukes, there's counts, there's barons, there's that. I mean, you could be kind of off and ask him if it's first name, but you think even that for you is like, yeah, it's probably not his first name.
So while we're sitting there, since he's sitting here and I'm sitting right next to him with my shovel, because if he really the shovel here, I'll think I'm going to just slowly move the shovel closer to the Count.
Play footsie with the shovel.
Just to see if A, I hear anything, and B, if he shows any discomfort, because well, I can't say because I wouldn't say this out loud.
He doesn't say. He doesn't seem to affect him at all.
All right.
But he kind of, he's playing the perfect host, and you start eating, and what? What?
We're trying to cut down tabletop.
I love it.
Vampires eat dead people.
So, but he's one dead person. So he proceeds with the dinner. You can ask him questions or whatever, but he seems to be all the perfect host. He doesn't want
anything.
Huh?
Is he eating anything?
No.
Mysterious red
Drinking
liquid.
a cup of red.
He is drinking his wine.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Beatrice every course if she would like to.
Beatrice goes, oh, oysters. I've not seen oysters for so long.
Start shoving everything into the scabbard.
So Beatrice,
so
by the way,
disgusting afterwards.
so there's some cheese on the table, and there's the decanter of wine. Although when you reach for the wine, if you try to reach for the wine, Redarno is there before and pours it.
My apologies.
And looks at you like,
wait.
You're
you're taking my job, dude. Know your role.
Sersha's definitely. Can I inspect it, to see if it's poison or anything?
Sure. What are you going to expect?
If it
You've already drank wine.
No, I said that she didn't.
Okay, you didn't. You did not drink
yeah,
wine.
she did not.
I drank a lot of wine.
Yeah, the
I
wine.
drank
By the way, the wine is delicious. I like some of the best wine you've ever had.
I don't know. Can I just do a sweep of everything as it comes?
And actually, Beatrice says,
Smell it all.
"Oh my God, that vintage has been lost for years.
How long,
has been in this
Pietro?
cave?
Hundreds.
Hundreds of years.
She says, that is delicious. Oh, I must see the wine cellar.
Delicious number.
How long has
She
Bran
says.
been dead?
Yeah, how long was that?
Their cheese cave must be delectable, she says.
This cheese is the most exquisite cheese I've ever had. You must tell me where your monger gets it from.
Oh, everything is imported, he says.
How?
From where? I must get this type of cheese for my next soiree.
He says, I have extensive cellars. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you communicate with anyone who does not live in your cave mansion?
I do not need to.
Classic. If I had Redarno, I probably wouldn't need to either.
Makers live here then.
Are the cheese makers in the basement?
No, I have collections of cheese.
And wine.
And
this
wine.
is a fine wine, everyone.
Wow.
It's. You may not have seen it, but this is exquisite.
It's a very nice hat. he
Oh, why,
says.
thank you.
Do you bring that every session?
No.
Just tonight. I'm getting fancy. I'm using parts of my disguise kit to just put
Okay.
on airs.
Fancier with every
You know, I
corner.
mean, he's very polite, and he says he says then you don't, so you're not eating anything or drinking anything. You don't trust anything. So that's what you're doing, and he doesn't comment or say anything. I mean, they start bringing out food that smells amazing, like really good, and you're pretty hungry. And the food is probably the best food you've ever seen in your life. I mean, you could honestly say you've never seen anything quite as good as
That
this.
makes me more
Stay.
suspicious.
Here's the
though.
question.
In our bodies?
Yeah, you could taste it.
Complete stomach
Yeah,
situation?
yeah,
Okay,
you
it's
could
not just
taste it. You feel it.
Yeah, going on.
I mean, you have taste. You have taste buds. You can
Okay.
taste it.
Got
and
like
it
a gash in
tastes
the
good.
throat that I'm afraid it's just
I like
gonna.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
If it were poisoned, what would it do?
The venom from the spiders did stuff.
All right.
These aren't spiders.
You don't seem. No, you're fun. You're fun.
Yeah, go for it.
You're not affected. You're not affected by anything.
Does the wine give us a nice buzz? I mean, that's like, are we affected by the alcohol?
No, not really. It just tastes delicious.
I'm here.
It's pretty good.
Well, hey, listen, it's fantastic flavor. You might as well enjoy it while we're here.
What's the worst that could happen?
That's a very open
So-
question.
So the dinner keeps going, and Redarno keeps bringing out things, and
Redarno mentioned that you were expecting us.
Yes.
I assume my letters to you got lost, but how did you know we were coming on this date?
oh yes, well, the door opened.
Yep.
So you've only been expecting us for like a little bit.
I mean, it did take us a while to get down those stairs.
Yeah,
true,
but
yeah.
like just so you've been
Yes,
expecting us for a moment.
I was Redarno made me aware of your presence when you opened the.
I hope that wasn't
opened
rude
the-
of us to just like we tried knocking.
We did.
No, I owe you a debt. In fact, he says.
Oh, why is this?
That seems.
Yes.
Did we open?
Did we let
Wait,
you
did we
out?
close
Did
the
we,
door
like-
behind us?
He says you have opened the way,
Oh,
and I am grateful.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, it's another way of saying that is like you released.
Well, opened the way for you for what?
He says, well, maybe you do not know, but this place, this above and around is a trap. Is a graveyard trap for very powerful beings. Oh, many beings are here. Many things are here that have been put here.
Saoirse chugs her wine.
By put here by who?
Well, various entities, but chiefly among them is Orthivob.
Orthivob put things in here?
Wait,
Orthivob put me in here.
Oh.
does she not remember?
so you may not be on good terms with her still.
Oh, I'm not on good terms with Orthi at all.
So you're aware she is up above. doing
I'm
things.
aware where Orthi is.
So were you like maybe down to be like, don't achieve your goals with Arthur Bob? She was like rude to you. Stuck you in a.
I am simply trying to make sure. Oh well, I just want to be free of Orthy Bob.
I'm just saying, if I were you, I mean, there's getting, but then I'd like, can I do like a persuasion check? I'd be like, I'd want to like get
Revenge.
Yeah, sure. You can try to influence him.
Yeah. Ooh, modified 20.
Yeah, I mean, he says she's no friend of mine, but I will take my revenge in my own way at some point.
Fair.
But
There's a good opportunity, like.
he goes, I know what brought you here.
Indeed.
So you are looking for something.
Well, you know what we're looking
That's
for.
kind of a giveaway, yeah.
Yes. Yes. I think I do.
Do you have?
I may know where it is, yes.
Is the shovel pointing
Yeah.
in any direction right now, or is it?
Yes.
It's just pointing right down the ground next to him.
Rodano kind of has. You notice suddenly that Rodano is kind of in the background, but he's kind of staring at you.
At me?
Yeah, just staring straight at you.
Like staring at me in a hungry way?
No, in a rather, yeah, it feels a little odd. I mean, he just seems to be looking at you. And Tricalicus says to you, well, yes, there is something I want.
What is that?
He says, you are in possession of some blood that is very, very powerful and extremely, and I can resist the lure of most things, but I want that necklace.
You mean my family heirloom?
I want that dragon blood, he says.
In
Dude,
exchange.
you've got dragon blood?
Yeah.
Did we know that?
I don't think I knew that. We don't
His
talk much.
ancestors, so all of his blood is dragon blood.
Yeah.
But you got it in your necklace.
Yeah, this is my.
That's
I remember
weird.
grandma's blood in a necklace.
Yeah.
No, my. Yeah, this is.
We should sit down at some point and like.
You did at one point, but it's all faded.
It's like bits of
No, this is an important heirloom. This is part of.
Give me the blood and you can leave with your lives, such as they are.
Yeah.
Or alternately, what if
We can't leave though. We gotta keep digging.
Yeah. So you're saying you want.
And he
the
stands
blood.
up and he starts to reach towards you. When he does, your necklace starts to glow.
it's like
And there is you suddenly see a kind of greenish light come from it, and at the end of the table appears this large star, and he kind of looks at it and he suddenly stops and looks, and the star appears, and in the star it's a 5-pointed star, and in the star it's kind of misshaped a little, but in the center is an eye with flame, and he looks at it and he says, you, and you hear a voice.
Knowledge at some point.
You hear a voice, and the voice says, he says, yes, Count, it is me. And he says to her, he says to the voice, which is female, by the way.
Does it have an
He
accent?
says, you are back from whence? And she says, I am back because I choose to be. And I am here because my servant is here. And you will not feed on my blood, vampire. And he says, Elder Sign, I know you. For the worm you are, and he starts to cast a spell, or seems to raise his hands, and suddenly a large head of a green dragon manifests from the star and roars at him, and he just kind of goes back. He kind of flies back into his chair and sits back down, and she says, "I will let you live."
Archibald, by the way, throws back his chair and kneels.
As such it is.
Yeah.
I put that in there.
Okay. and she says, "I will let you live, Count, if you give my servant what he came for." And he says, "I will not give up the skull." And she says, You will give up the skull, or you will perish here and now."
I just sort of scoot back.
Yeah, and so you feel this presence of this, and the head appears and then it disappears back, kind of. But the voice from this star, and through it all, rather comically, Rodarno just standing there like this, doesn't say anything, doesn't react. But the Count kind of looks kind of out of sorts, and Beatrice goes, "Whew.
Right.
So nice, and so beautiful." And the Count says, "Very well." And he looks at the star and he says, he says, give it to him." And so he quickly, once again, Rodarno appears at your side with a sack.
Okay,
That's your shovel hand.
Hey, that's your shovel hand.
do I hear any voices coming from that sack?
No, right now, you don't hear anything.
I don't.
But the shovel is definitely pointing
At the
towards
sack.
the sack.
Okay. Okay, so I take the sack and can you help me here? Yeah.
Mind if we count this?
One.
And so so it does point the sack, and the Count gets up and says, "I think our dinner is concluded."
I would appreciate a doggy bag. A sortie bag, if you will.
He says, "Take what you will and leave." Scooping stuff off. There's a bottle of wine. There's a decanter of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a head in there?
I'm looking.
There's skulls in there.
Skulls?
Yeah, lots of them.
How many skulls?
Maybe about 20.
Are any of them larger than an average skull?
It's hard to tell just looking.
Y'all laughed at me when I made a sack of skulls in session 1.
It's true.
I was with you. I thought that was a great idea. Still do. I'm gonna be the worst.
Think of one. Maybe. No,
A wheel of
it's
cheese
pointing
and
at it.
a bottle of wine. I just want stuff to
She's
make
gonna
her
try.
happy
She's like,
later.
can I hold the sack? Watch the show. She's gonna make sure there's
Yeah.
Would you stop that?
checking.
So as he's sitting there, Beatrice says, "Well, thank you for your hospitality." And he looks at her. He looks and shakes his head. Says, "I will remember this." But the sign is still in the air, but there's nothing coming from it now. You don't hear a voice, but the sign is still there. And I says, "I suggest you leave while she is still here."
I'm gonna press the digitation around the sign to just be like, "Gotcha, sucker."
Okay.
That way, if he's gonna be upset at Archibald, he's gonna be upset at me as well.
Way
so
to
at
make
least
an
there's-
enemy. Good job.
You know,
All right.
I gotta back up Archibald.
All right. So,
I'm remembering more of our life together.
so are you gonna stick around, or what are you gonna
No, I'm
do?
gonna take it.
I think we're out.
Yeah. I just take as much food as I can.
In the sack with the
And I-
skulls, and there's empty space.
Throw back the brandy.
Yeah.
Take the plates.
Yeah, some silver plates.
Who has the bag of
The gold
I
glasses.
got it.
All right.
Hattie's got it.
Okay, so you're basically robbing him.
Well, he said
well.
take whatever you want on the table.
All right, okay, all right. So then, so you just take stuff. How long do you wait before you do that?
Come on.
The elder signs start to
I just
flicker.
Okay, I like literally, I just
starts to fade.
Yeah, we supermarket sweep it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then you're gonna run. So you just run and run and run.
Yeah.
As you run, you hear a piercing howl and scream, and you hear a voice says, "After them." And behind you, you see these wraith-like figures starting to move.
Where's your dragon's friend? Where's your dragon head?
Oh, it's gone.
Do it again.
It's gone.
You do not summon the great name of the dragon here.
Elder sign.
Elder Son.
Well, that's
You do not summon the great Elder Son.
You say as we're running.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
You don't summon.
All right.
You don't.
So you beat it. You do see these things. The mansion glows dark. There's some lightning and thunder that starts to appear above the mansion, and it actually starts to rain inside this area.
Where is this coming from?
You just
Run!
go up the stairs, and there's wind beating on the stairs, and you just run up the stairs. Run.
the fastest way out with your shovel
Right.
hand.
So you get up to the top
Why,
of the
you
stairs.
fools?
You get up to the top of the stairs, and you get out.
Yeah, slam the door.
Slam the door shut.
Yeah.
Where do you go from there?
Immediately.
We have to get back to Tenacious and give him the bag skulls. Go back.
Yes.
Yeah, head back.
Head back to Tenacious.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna keep moving quickly.
Me too.
Because now we're in Orthy Bob Town.
Yeah, we should also. Do you still have your bag of skulls?
From the very beginning.
Yeah.
No, because I tried to give them to Orthy Bob and then she yelled at me.
Okay, let's make another bag of skulls.
You're gonna
maybe
stop
two.
here and do that?
Can we just grab skulls as we're running?
Grab skulls as we're running.
From where?
Oh, that's right. There's nothing here.
From where?
I have a
mean,
second
I don't
bag.
understand what skulls you're grabbing.
Just any random, like as we're running.
So you're just gonna grab random skulls? Okay, you can grab some random
Yeah,
skulls.
and put them in
Making a
another
decoy
bag.
bag.
To
Yeah, decoy
make-
bag.
I want decoy. Everybody
Got
has
it.
a sack of
Decoy
skulls.
bag.
We all got sacks of skulls.
It's a ball in a cup situation.
You're doing the tricksy stuff.
Yeah. Definitely.
Good idea.
But
yes.
but the sky does start to darken, and the lightning,
But
and you
let's
hear
hurry
thunder.
up. Let's go.
Yeah, we're doing it as quick as
And you're soaked to your undead skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little flaky and white, but anyway.
Gross.
But
Don't like.
you exit the graveyard into the Fey graveyard, graveyard,
Yeah.
and there's
Feels so much
Tenacious,
safer.
and you have your bag of skulls. And the stuff, the plates, and the food,
Yeah.
and all the
Oysters.
stuff.
Wine.
And that'll be it for tonight. You escaped.
Take that, Count.
Yeah. Locked in your jail again, son.
Rakalakis.
Yeah.
Is he though?
We like to think
I like
so
to think so.
arrogantly.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know enough about
Should have
doors.
probably put some dirt back on that door.
Yeah. All the dirt disappeared.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone. So there we go. Thank you guys for tonight. Once again, this was ACTOROKE and season 3 and episode 4, or excuse me, role-playing session 4. Thanks for showing up. You can see it on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. We'll be doing the read-through and then see what script we have from Steve Connard, and then we will have that filmed by Peter, and we'll get that done too, and we'll see what nuggets they take out of this. I think there's some good nuggets, so I think we'll have
Good juicy
some
nuggets.
good juicy nuggets out of this. So everyone have a good evening, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.